I'm sure we have all been asked, what's next? Society seems to expect us to know our paths, but I think we often confuse equating purpose with our careers, which causes many of us to feel aimless when we are asked, what's next? I hear people my age and of my generation often not knowing what to do. I think that the reason why a lot of us don't know what to do in life because there are ideas about what it means to live life successfully. The main tropes could be becoming famous, or becoming a rich person, or gaining a lot of authority or power. But there are so many different types of humans who just may not wholly aspire to the conventional tropes. Or maybe they don't want to enter the rat race nor sit at a desk from 9 to 5, because a lot of them don't aspire to conventional ideas of success. So it is easy to conclude saying that I don't know what to do, because society does not offer other mainstream ideas about what success may look like, without including fame, money, and power. Perhaps the question shouldn't be, what do you want to do in the future, or what's next to come? Perhaps it should be, what can you do right now? What can you offer to the world right now? Forget reaching a goal in the far future. Not that goals in the far future are not important, but focusing on the present can be more helpful. Perhaps we should ask, what are the first few steps to take right now that may expand your skills that you feel are enjoyable to you to practice? The point is to change the anxiety of the future into trusting yourself for the future. I think we often forget that we're all very, very young. Our 20s are meant to be figuring out who we are and what we want to do. Also, thinking about knowing what to do arises because we live in a capitalistic world. Since we cannot escape it, we can find ways to survive in a more fulfilling way. It is this process of figuring out that is actually a symptom of not fully fitting into the system of production and consumption. So, Not knowing what to do is not failing. It is only failing to fit into a capitalistic system that wants to turn you into a product. Not knowing what to do is actually a chance for finding out what you truly find to be fulfilling. After exploring what you find to be fulfilling, it can become a source of motivation. It becomes easier to know which step to take to survive in this capitalistic system. No choice of choosing a purpose is a wrong choice, as long as it adds to your inner fulfillment. In this process of figuring out what to do, it is important to make time for inner fulfillment, because it is probably this inner fulfillment that will fuel your wider ambitions and make them fulfilling as well. For those of us who are figuring things out, let's turn the anxiety of the future into a source of motivation by figuring out what brings us inner fulfillment.